It is 7 p.m. I am exhausted. We put in a hard 10 hours on the E92, and let me show you guys everything that I accomplished. Well, I did take this brace on the underneath off of the car. We did more pressure washing underneath. And as you can see, we did the brakes at the front. And then also I got the BC Racing coilover in. So all the brakes are done. Well, not all the brakes are done, but the brakes are done here. BC coilovers are done up front. Camber plates. Got the brakes and the coilovers done on this side. So the fronts are pretty much done. We just need to put the wheels on and adjust that ride height. This is the front suspension that I tore out. So driver's side, the spring was snapped. I ended up cutting it to make room. So that was just no good. Rear suspension is also all out as well. Driver's side, spring was also snapped as well. Everything is haggard. I was going to install the rear BC Racing coilovers, but the bottom rubber mounts were absolutely atrocious and I couldn't in good conscience put those back in. So we're going to get some rear bottom rubber mounts and then we'll be able to put the rest of the suspension in. All the old brake rotors and calipers. I was actually able, since two of my calipers had the C's bleeder screws, I picked up a set of calipers for the car and they already painted red, so we just decided to switch all of them over, hence the red calipers now instead of the blue. I just finished the rear caliper, or the passenger side rear caliper, and I still have the driver's side to do. So I haven't done the driver's side brakes. It's the only one left, but it's time for me to go home. The rear is completely torn apart because I had to get those shock absorber mounts, which were atrocious. Oh God, it was terrible to do. I ended up having to like vice grip right here just to get the top bolt out. It was absolutely a pain in the butt. Also played around, took my throttle body off because I did get the seal for that. And it is just so grimy in there. We're gonna clean that out real good. New pressure washer was actually awesome. The shortness allowed me to get into a lot more areas, so you can't really tell on the camera, but I cleaned up so much more gunk, especially on the bottom. It's actually like aluminum color down here, which is pretty cool to see. Like I can see the actual power steering. There's still a little bit on the top. I'm not going to go crazy trying to get everything off. The main thing that I wanted to do was get it around the oil pan so I can see how bad the oil pan gasket is leaking after I run it a few times and kind of just get majority of all. I say I got like 90% of off and I am pretty happy with that. Like that was just pure black before. You couldn't even see any of the bolts or anything. So that's a win. Like this was all black as well. So I've done an excellent job getting majority of the grease off. So that's everything I got accomplished over the 10 hours. I basically just did the front suspension and the brakes. And then every like half an hour, I'd like spray down the inside, wait for it to dry down. And then I'd like respray it again. I think I sprayed it like 6 times, went through like 4 buckets of water. There's a lot of grease that comes out and it's all just like right here now. I'm going at the E92 hard because right now I am daily driving the E36 since I gave up the M240 and I will be back again on Sunday to get more work done.